Hey, what's up, YouTube in the house? Um, I want to say thank you to those who subscribe and those who didn't subscribe. I want to say subscribe. I just woke up, and I figured I didn't think this was gonna happen, but I woke up and I said, "What time is it?" And it was 6:33. I'm like, "Oh, let me go watch this idiot." And this was a waste of time. This interview was a waste of time. Yesterday, I left her a tweet and she retweeted me back, and this is the reporter, and she said that several CBS sources has confirmed that the raid was true, and and I see the interview. It's totally the opposite. It's everything that he said. Everything that he says the same thing that he's been saying all along. Nowhere here that it says the FBI did this. The FBI said Omi claims that he was raided. He claims to have half millions. He claims to have everything. I mean, it was just an embarrassment for me. It was an embarrassment. I mean, I told you guys that when you go on a 6:30 morning show to do you're gonna be in an interview, it's because no one's gonna pay attention, so they're gonna put you at the bottom. No one's, if this was real news, they put you at the 5 o'clock news. But 6:30 in the morning, it was just embarrassing. I think this company would have been more dignified, had more dignity, and would have done a little bit deeper. I thought this was gonna clarify something, and maybe I was gonna about to say, "Yo, I'm sorry, Omi. I'm sorry for me saying the things that I said. I was wrong." But this just strengthens my belief that this guy's a scam artist. I think this guy's a scam artist. He said everything that he's always been saying. That he found a loophole. After last week, I was a millionaire. But we all know. So because the lady was like, the IRS and the FBI does not confirm nor deny. We all know that. Everyone that knows about law, anyone that knows about anything about the law, about the FBI, they know that the FBI is not going to give you any information unless they want to supply it. If they want something to be known, they'll let you know. So IRS is going to say, no, we cannot neither confirm nor deny. They will always say that. So by her saying that, I think we're always going to run on that plateau and say, "Oh, well, she said can be confirmed or denied." That's their policy. That's their policy on all their ongoing cases, even if it is true or it's not true. Remember, the key word here is they cannot confirm nor deny. Not just an Omi case. You can call on any case. You can call on an old case. So listen, you can say, "Listen, is it true that John Gotti is being indicted?" And the first thing I say is they're gonna say, "Man, John Gotti's dead." They're not gonna say that. They're gonna say, "We cannot confirm or deny our ongoing investigation," without even them telling you. Okay, you can call any office in the United States and say, "Oh, listen, is Bill Carrasquillo being indicted?" "Or we cannot confirm or deny an ongoing investigation," because that's their model. But his video didn't do anything at all. All he kept saying, he basically said everything that he said on YouTube. Here I was thinking about a surprise. I was thinking that he was going to give us something he could give us, at least me. I don't know about World Rat. I don't know about Saved by Data. I don't know about the other people. But to me, I wanted to take this opportunity and say, "Yeah, I'm sorry. You woke me up. I woke up at 6:30 in the fucking morning just to go pee. I might as well enjoy the wake up, so I figured, there's something going to do. I want to apologize, and boom, and move on. But no, he bought airtime for this shit. And then, I'm sorry, Dante Williams, the lawyer didn't say anything. The lawyer didn't say, yes, it is true, he is being investigated. Yes, it is true, he was raided. But we cannot enter into any details of the case. But I can tell you that yes, the raid was true, and his assets were frozen and stuff like that. That's what I thought he was gonna say, but he didn't say none of that. He said because because of his stature, blah blah blah, and then gears reloaded, and he made millions out of gears reloaded. I'm sorry, man. You don't make millions out of out of an IPTV. I mean, I can tell you this for a fact because I've seen people, or not even seen. I'm sorry, I have read of people who have gotten arrested, and who has the people that got arrested in August doing IPTV. They got arrested and they made millions, but those millions were over a few years. They don't even come close. They didn't come close to 10 million, not even close to maybe 8 million, they said, or something like that. And this is 3 years. 3 years. And they came out in the newspaper. They just came out the other day on Google search when I Googled it. And they came out and I looked at the report, I looked at him, and they said, the FBI said, this is more legit, blah, 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 blah. They're going to get sentenced this upcoming, I think this December, by the end of the month. They're going to get sentenced for conspiracy. One is going to get caught for conspiracy. So I don't know. And then he said that he was working with the IRS. He was working with the IRS to pay the money. So here you go. You with the IRS. You were working with them on a payment plan, because they do payment plans. But what happened to that payment plan? Because he was showing. So instead of buying all these cars that were supposed to be yours, you said you had a problem with the IRS, and of course, you're gonna say IRS or you're gonna say FBI because they cannot confirm nor deny. Because that's their mantra. They cannot confirm nor deny. This, all this does is that it opens up a can of worm for him. And if he does get caught because of this video, or because of this interview, or him blabbing his mouth on YouTube, it's all on him. He got caught because he opened his mouth. There was never a raid. There was never no. And then he says that he's paying this. Then he says that he has that his revenues are from his YouTube revenues. So what happened to the new house that you just bought in August? Huh? That you got a loan for $1,040,000. What happened with that? So your house get raided in November. The house that your ex-wife is on, gets raided, but your other house that you have in Pennsylvania, that doesn't get raided. Nothing happens. The one that you did the prank on, what's up with that one? It was a waste of time. People stop telling me to apologize to a man that does not need apology. This guy is a fraud, bro. I think he's a fraud. I think this is all a lie. Because for me to tell you that I have proof, no, I don't have proof. Anybody knows with common sense, your gut feeling. Come on. This is just I don't know, man. This is just embarrassing to me as a Puerto Rican, that this boy has gone all the way down to a TV station to do this crap. I expected more drama. I expected proof. I expected that Mr. Williams was going to come out and say, yes, he has been investigated by the FBI. He was just there just to show. He said a few words and that's it. Didn't exonerate his client. Didn't say he was guilty or not guilty. He didn't say that the FBI. He didn't confirm anything. It was just like he paid him just to be there and say a few words and that's it. I'm just perplexed. I'm perplexed. Most people that I know, their lawyers talk. My client is not guilty. My client, this is just a barrage. This is just a thing against my client because he's young, he's Hispanic, and they want to make an example out of him. But my client is completely innocent of anything that he's being charged with. She didn't even say that. This is nothing on Mr. Whit Mills, because if you paid me $10,000, whatever what he was paid, I would do the same thing. But this is tantalizing. It's tantalizing to know. Anyway, I'm using the word tantalizing. It's too early. But it's just incredible that this video proves nothing. I swear, I thought I was gonna get something so I can put it. I can apologize and I can just go on and say, "Yo, homie, sorry. I like the merch. You like my merch, right?" But nothing, nada. Do not waste your time. You know what? Watch it. Because he's going to say the same thing he's been saying all over YouTube. and on Instagram, blah 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 blah. Nothing changed. I was last week. I was worth $50 million. I was a millionaire, and now nothing. Now nothing. The start of the video. It says, he said. Omi said. He said everything was. He said nothing was. FBI said nothing was. U.S. District Attorney's Office said nothing was. Nothing was confirmed. So when I tweeted this lady yesterday, I said, "Ma'am, did you do your due diligence and confirm what he said is true?" She said, and it's on her tweet. She said CBI had a source that the raid did go, the seizure, the raid and the seizure went through. So I was like, okay, maybe it's true. So I'm watching this video, and he comes out and says, he said, so what happened to her sources? Why didn't they redo that whole entire thing and say, you know what, let's put down the sources that we got? Nothing of that. I think, to me, that got shelved until he paid what he owed to the station, and then the station said, okay, now we can air it. It's going to be an early show. Not too many people going to be up in the morning, so your friends or whatever, they can watch it, because it's going to be put out online anyway, because they put everything online. And but it proves nada. Just prove at the beginning of the video says he said, Omi said, he said. Mr. Dante Williams or Mr. Dante Mills, I'm sorry, did not say my client is innocent. My client is being persecuted by the FBI because he's a young Latino who's trying to make money. He didn't say no, and then all Omi said was he's a loophole. I saw a loophole. I sought counsel, and I went for it. Listen, my man, I just spent 2 days reading the 1976 Copyright Act. And there are several amended parts to it, like Section 7, 8, and 9. And nowhere in the amended part that doesn't even mention IPTV, to be exact, that what you were doing, what you were distributing is legal. None of it. We all know this copyright infringement, because we all know that you gave a service without the permission of any of the major companies, without permission of HBO, without permission of CBS, without permission of NBC, without permission of any of these people. Did you receive? You know what? Like when you buy a movie, or at the end of the movie, it says it's a penalty of law to copyright, to record, or to without the permission, permission consent of these parties. And that's what it is. And you just actually went on TV actually and said that you were doing an illegal activity with IPTV. That's what you basically did. And then so somebody said yesterday that they spoke to the dealers of the owners of the dealers where he bought the cars, and the FBI went over there to investigate how he bought his cars. But yet no one's showing me proof. The owner doesn't come on TV and say, yes, Omi is being investigated. They did come to my shop, and they did ask us. Either they don't want to be on TV, but anyway, the point is, this is all a hoax. I'm saying this proves to me, I don't know to you, but I guess you guys are going to be the same page that I am. Prove nothing. It didn't prove nothing. He paid for airtime for this. He should have just let Dante Mills talk and let him do, why didn't Dante Mills talk? Because that's what the lawyer's for. He didn't say anything that was going to be incriminating, that Dante Mills could have stopped him and said, don't say that, let me do this. None of that. There was no question that this reporter asked him, listen, how did you come into work? Because she did right. She said yes, and the FBI is trying to confirm how did Omi accumulate his wealth. There was no question about that. There was no question, Mr. Carrasquillo. There was not. It was just a paid promo. Paid promo to let people know that, okay, I'm cool. This is what I just, it's just. And I fell asleep at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch that piece of shit. And I just woke up to go to the bathroom. I was like, oh, 6:30 in the morning. Let me give me 5 minutes to go watch this. And I wasn't even gonna do the video this early, but I had to. I just had to because this pissed me off. How can a station be so unprofessional? You're supposed to do due diligence. Let me find out if this guy is telling the truth. But I guess money talks, bullshit walks. You know? Yeah, I just can't believe it. I cannot believe it. And for all you Omi fans who think I'm going to apologize now, no, I'm going to go even harder. I'm going to go even harder on Omi because you guys said, oh, blah, blah, this, blah, blah. But Omi has not yet to mention that, Omi has yet to mention the house that he bought in August. He has yet to mention his hidden house. I have this person who keeps messaging me how fake Omi is. How he took all his idea was Dexter's. That Dexter was the one that did this. That Dexter was the one that did that. That he was not anything. He had nothing to do with the developing because he doesn't develop apps. So I told this person, let me interview you. So, but that person hasn't. I'm going to contact with me. That his thing was how he got money with the bitcoins and the other stuff that she said. It's a she. She said, and she left, you could look her up. She left a good long message on Facebook when this lady posted that he was going to, that the story was back on. Not just her, it's just everybody else that has worked with Omi at one point or another has done this. Look about it. He said he worked with Solomon. Solomon is poor. So how is it that Solomon is poor? And Solomon had $1 million. If you looked at Solomon before, he did that before Solomon did his IPTV, before Solomon did the GoFund page that I went after him because he faked that report too. Solomon had 1 million subscribers. He was with Solomon. And if you see Solomon lives in a humble home in Florida. He's not rich. He don't got all those cars that this guy has. So he's doing the same thing because Solomon was doing APK. Solomon was doing this. Solomon Solomon even went as far with his buddy to open up a magazine, and that went down the drain. And they took people's money for that. They were supposed to subscribe. I think people just received one magazine. They were supposed to receive 12 or the whole year. They went belly up. They took their money and they were out. And when I saw Solomon that was the storm, and he made a claim that he needed money, and he opened a GoFund page for me, and he got 10 G's in 5 fucking hours. That got me heated, and I exposed him. I said he's a fraud. Every video that he shot, I took an angle. I looked at it. I took a picture. I said this is all wrong. When he was in the hotel, it was just I saw the inside of his house, and there was no damages to the roof where water could have come down. There was no damages to anything that he said that there was down. The water level that he said that when he did the video, he had a certain couch that he had there, and like 3 videos later and a few days later, stuff like that, when he goes back into the house, there is no water line on the wall, stating that there was water. If he had like a corduroy's sofa, that would have once it would have gotten with water, that would have been bomb, and that would have smelled. There was no smell. He showed his kid's room. He said, this was the water. No, like I said, there was no water level markings in the wall. There was no leaks on the wall because when it leaks, it does make you do have a spot where it leaks. None of that. When he showed the roof, he had a pond of fishes outside, which he now has again. He has some koi fish, and those koi fish were gone. Now you look at his videos. Now the koi fishes are back. Now he has another IPTV. But yeah, so he got demonetized because of that. He got demonetized. They stopped the payments. I mean, I never seen him do a live chat live chat. Super chat wasn't there back then. This is just something that came out. But he was getting money for donations, and he got that $10,000 on fire. And then he took that money. He came with Entertainment Boy. What the hell his name is? The one that does I forgot his name, Spanish guy also. They came to New York and they spent their money. And I'm surprised that, no one reported them to the district attorney's office down in Miami. That wasn't me to do. I was not going to do that because that's not my job. That's the job of the people who donated money. Should have gone to the district attorney's office and should have said something. My job is just do videos, and then when I see content like that, just that's how I started doing this. But it's just pathetic. Total sham to you young kids who are trying to really, really look up to someone. Like I said, I'm great for motivators. I'm great for people who are doing their thing. I don't mind him saying, I don't mind him doing the IPTV thing. I don't mind him doing the super chat. You gotta make money somehow, right? We're here to make money. You live to make money. No one wants to be working on minimum wage and blah blah blah. But if you could find a way that you could do it, then you go for it. Without harming someone. As long as no one gets hurt, you're okay. And if your words and if your cars inspire kids to do good, and say, if Omi could do it, I could do it, man, that's fine by me. I will applaud the guy because we need more leaders for our black community, for our Hispanic community. Instead of staying back and selling drugs, they can say, you know what, he did it, so I could do it. That's gonna be my motivator. I'm gonna motivate myself because Omi did it. That's great. But you come to this guy has come to the extreme as to lie, just to sell his merch, just to lie, just to get bigger. And this is not the way to do it. He could have sold his merch anyway because he had a fan base. Maybe someone came and the owners of the car said, "Yo, I gotta take my cars back. I've been loaning them to you." There's a lot of things behind from my reading. There's a lot of things about Omi that I've read. That's why I told that girl, if you want me to, I will interview you. Because she can shed some light. Dexter, if you guys ever get that text to talk to Dexter, ask him what really did happen, because everybody's saying that he is not an app developer. He does not develop any apps at all. And for him to say that he sold Gears TV for millions, that's no one's gonna buy you. No one's gonna buy you. No one's gonna give you Gears. No one's gonna give you money for Gears TV. No one's gonna give you money for something that's illegal. And yet again, Omi, if you're watching this video, could you please indulge me? Because I've been looking. I didn't even look this much when I was going to law school. But please indulge me. Where is this loophole that you're talking about? What loophole did you find that you said, I'm going to enter here and the feds cannot do anything to me? I would like to know that loophole. I'm serious. Because maybe if you can tell me, and this is for Omi, if you can tell me where is this loophole, then I can look for the loophole. But I can say, you know what, Omi? You're correct. You know what, Omi? You're right. You're right. You know what, Omi? Then that gives a little bit of validity to your story. And then I can tell my subscribers, you know what? This could be a possibility. Yes, this rape party could happen because of this. This rape could happen because of that. But I know personally there is no loophole because I read. I ain't stupid. I know how to read. I know how to interpret things. I didn't graduate early out of high school because I'm stupid. It pisses me off, guys, because it's just, all right, calm down, home. Get the Hellcat. Calm down. It just let me know where is this loophole that states that IP is legal. Yes, HBO's IPTV, Hulu's IPTV, show all these programs are IPTV. But when you take that context, and you set it without the permission consent of these distributors, then you're violating. You're doing copyright infringement. And then you say that you came in accord with the IRS. So if you have millions of dollars and you came in accord with the IRS, why you didn't pay the IRS? You're supposed to have millions. So you give them what you give them. You don't even have to go to court. You just pay. Wow. What's my penalty? Oh, you owe $10,000, or you owe $2 million, or you owe $3 million, you owe $4 million. Okay, fine. Write them a check. Boom. You start all over again. You get a whole new team. You get two accountants. You get one accountant that does the book. Then you get another accountant to watch this accountant. So you confirm this accountant is doing your books, and this accountant is checking this book. You do not tell this accountant. You don't tell accountant number A that accountant number B is watching them, because accountant number B was doing his job And then when accountant A gives you the paper, you ask him, let me see my papers, and then he gives you the paper. Then accountant B sees it. Yeah, it's all legit. Plain and simple. You pay the IRS. You pay them what you owe them. You get them off their back. You get them off your back. But you suppose you got millions. So what's 2 or 3 millions to you, right? What's 2 or 3 millions to you? Supposedly, you pay them what you owe, and you move on, and you get them off your back. You get an accountant that's gonna do your books correctly. Come on, bro. It's just your business sense is. I mean, either your business sense is you got no sense of business, or you just I don't know where you get your stories from. Your narrative is I don't know where. You got more stories than HBO. But I'm being serious. This interview was wrong. This interview was pathetic. I wish I hadn't. I wish I didn't have to pee. This I didn't see it. I would have saw it later on during the day. Because I said if I see this, then I won't be able to go to sleep. Because it's kind of hard for me to go back to sleep. And I'm serious. I've seen. This is just not your normal video. Mr. Mills didn't talk basically at all. Didn't say anything about anything. He's a lawyer. He is paid to present people. I think he just went there. He got paid to just be next to Omi and let Omi look legit. But it is what it is. He's a lawyer. He got to make money somehow, right? I'm not saying in no way, shape, or form am I saying that Mr. Mills is in it with Omi. No, he's a lawyer. Got paid to do his job. It's plain and simple. But Omi, on the other hand, is trying to play people. Look at his other house. You see where he paid $1 million for him alone, because he got a loan on that. And that's where he's doing his videos now. He's not in the Sweeterboro address anymore. He's over here at the house near the Pennsylvania house. But it is what it is. But I can't believe it. I wasted my time. I should have just peed on myself and just continue on sleeping. But it's incredible. It was a waste of time. I told you people, when they give you an airtime of 6:30 early in the morning, it doesn't mean too much to them. Because if you meant something to them, if you meant that there was a real story, man, they would put you on a 5 or 6 o'clock news. So they said everyone can see you. Because that's where people watch the news during the evening, right? Or the 11 o'clock news. Everybody's relaxed. Oh man, but that 6:30 in the morning news. So they figure, well, pay us what you want. Pay us the money. This is the airtime that you're gonna get. Guys, this is just a sham. I'm sorry. This hurts. I had to wake up to this. I really, really thought that I was going to wake up to say something about Omi, that I was going to apologize to him, to his fan base. But this just makes all of our cases even stronger. I just want to go cry, because I know it's going to be a pain to go back to fucking sleep. Jesus, but, I don't know. This is just embarrassing. It's embarrassing that he's Hispanic. Oh man, and Rican, whatever Rican, full Rican, when I came that rapper, don't be calling on my channel and try to give me the semantics about the law that hit this, that, because you just got owned yesterday by the data, I think it was. And it's just a shame. She starts off the segment with "he said." Whatever happened with Omi and the Hellcat is a product of Philadelphia, who at one time was worth blah 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 blah. But an FBI raid, she never said. She said, but an FBI raid has changed all that. She said, he said. Everything she said is he said. And then just to stamp on it, that's to stamp it and to make it look legit, they said, the IRS can neither confirm or deny, or the FBI cannot. We all know that the IRS cannot confirm or deny. You can call IRS now when they close down. You can call the FBI office and all of that, and they will tell you, well, we cannot confirm or deny whether, on an ongoing investigation. Well, you can tell Pinocchio, we cannot confirm or deny on an ongoing investigation. even if it's not ongoing. But that's what they gotta say. And then he said yesterday that the grand jury that he was not invited. If anything would happen, if there was a true grand jury on the 19th, like he said it was, he would have already told us, listen, I got indicted. I want to get indicted. The grand jury does not take 2 days, 3 days, 4 days to decide. The grand jury is that same day. This is not a trial by jury. This is not a criminal court. This is not a criminal case that where you have to have, 12 jurors unanimously. A grand jury is composed of several people, between 8 people to be to 12 or 18 people, who are in the room. The prosecutor is there, the witnesses are there, and the judge is there, and they present what evidence they have to these people, because there are people, they pick these people from the street, literally. Okay, it's not like jury duty that they send you a letter that you're gonna do jury. No, this is grand jury. They pick those people that same day, and it can be from the street. Oh, we're gonna pay you $20, we just need you to sit down for a few hours. So, blah blah, and that's how they do the grand jury. And the grand jury decides right there and then if they have enough evidence to go forward and have a case on you. A cat can get indicted. Just because you get indicted by a grand jury doesn't mean you're guilty. No, it's just a bunch of people thought that the DA, and being that there's no lawyer present, so the lawyer cannot refute what the DA says. The lawyer can say, no, that's not the way it happened. No, can't do that. Even if you went in front of the grand jury, because you have that right to go in front of the grand jury, and the prosecutor asks you something, your lawyer cannot say anything. He stays quiet. The only bad thing about you testifying in a grand jury is that what you say in the grand jury, and if you take it to trial, you have to say the same thing, because if not, that'd be perjury. In a grand jury, once you sit down and you testify, the prosecutor has the right to say, were you not arrested on this charge, this day? And once the grand jury hears that you were arrested, no matter what charge they give you, they're going to say, oh, he's guilty. Not guilty, but yeah, we have probable cause. You got probable cause to indict him. That's what it is. You have probable cause to indict him. And that's it. And you can indict him. And after you get indicted, then you go in front of a judge, and the judge says, well, you've been indicted in this blah, 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 blah case. You plead not guilty, or due to the case, or I'm gonna give you a bail of $10,000 or $10 or whatever the case may be, or I'm going to give you a bail of, I'm going to give you an ankle bracelet. None of that has happened to him. He hasn't said that he's been indicted or not. And this is the 19th. Today we are in the 23rd, and nothing. An indictment, when you get indicted that same day. The same day. They don't take 2 weeks. They don't take, no, you get indicted that same day. It's not like the grand jury. The grand jury has to take, could take hours, it could take days, because they have to look over the evidence. They have to find out if it's true, if the evidence that they have is beyond a reasonable doubt. Because remember that in a criminal case, you're innocent to proven guilty. They're the one that's got to prove you're guilty, because you're innocent. The DA's got to prove, the people's got to prove that you committed this crime, not you. So it's a whole different ball of wax. So when the jury takes it to the jury room, they have to decide what, this is good. I don't think he did it. I think he did it. I don't think we have enough evidence. Let's go back to the judge and ask him or her, can he repeat back what on this segment or in this section what he or she said? And the judge repeated. Okay, you give us the minutes so we can read over the minutes again, because we having a little bit of a squabble here and there, and that's how the jury works. But in the grand jury, that's totally different. It's in the room. It's right then and then. And if they have a decision, a light turns on the outside to let the people know that a decision has been made. So I don't know. It was just a waste of time. This just enforces the truth that the Hellcat is a liar.